What's up, everyone out there? Welcome back to the Phantoms Fanatic YouTube channel. I'm back with another episode of the Meandering Conversation... the Converse podcast meandering shit that I talk with. I really hope that is not being picked up by the mic.
I hope they hear me chewing on chocolate-covered espresso beans.
Anyways, if the audio sounds different for this one, I'm actually doing this in person with this jackass. Would you like to introduce yourself? He's pretty much became a co-guest at this point. Not a host at this point.
Howdy doodly.
Howdy doodly, name.
Big Cockaroo Bryce here.
Big Cockaroo Bryce.
Yep.
I thought your name was something else back in... I remember in one podcast you came up with a nickname for yourself. I don't fucking remember, so... We don't bring up the past of the podcast here.
Yeah, we're all about looking ahead into the future.
Yeah. Where we talk about monkeys fucking each other.
We only go into the past to kill Sarah Connor.
We must go kill Sarah Connor.
We only go back into the past if it involves us stopping a AI system from taking over the world.
Well, is that really what...
Yeah, Skynet's an AI.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying, is that really what What's-His-Face was doing, Kyle Reese? Or was he going back in time to specifically prevent the death of Sarah Connor? He wasn't trying
he was going in the past to save... basically save... the one guy's life.
Yeah, because he's preventing her, and he ends up fucking her, so he ends up being his father, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He bones her. Do you not remember that? Dude, I thought you always remember the sex scenes from movies.
No. I close my eyes, actually.
You close your eyes, you're a Christian...
ChristianMingle.com. I hope we get sponsored by ChristianMingle.com.
Dude, what sponsor?
ChristianMingle.com.
I forgot what episode I was talking about where I was talking major shit about something and I was like, yeah, I really hope that I'll never get sponsored by that.
The chances of this podcast being sponsored by anything are slim to none.
Well, you never know. We could rise in the charts, you know.
What charts?
Well, if I could figure out how to actually, put this on, like, podcast apps and shit like that, maybe that would help instead of just doing it on YouTube, but I don't know how to do that, so...
I'm sure you could look it up.
Yeah, I mean, Google's always the option. I mean, that's an interesting thing, how... Google changes how easily information is accessible to us.
That's a great segue into trying to create a conversation.
Well, you know what, man? You have a better idea?
No, not really.
Exactly. Well, I was going to make a joke like, yeah, you could Google anything. You could Google porn and find something within 5 seconds. Because imagine in the old days trying to find porn. You'd go to Blockbuster, I guess. I don't know. Did Blockbuster have porn you could rent?
Yeah.
Because I know in... didn't Family Video have, like, an adult section in there? And I always questioned what that was until I realized it was porn, so... Sorry about that. I'm sick with the Rona right now, this is true, and yet I'm in person with somebody else, yep. Real fucking idiots here. He's vaccinated, it's fine.
I actually got unvaccinated.
You got unvaccinated because you thought that it was going to turn you gay?
No, I thought it was going to turn me straight.
Oh, that was the problem? You were worried that the vaccination was going to turn you straight?
Yes.
Is there like an opposite end of the Alex Jones people who like theorize that they're being attacked for like
by lizard people?
Not lizard people, like he's saying that they put chemicals in the water that's turned the frogs gay. Tom. She's fucking a plastic bag right now.
Yeah, I mean, like father, like son, or cat.
I thought you were her mom.
Yeah, true.
So, if you're wondering what that is, I'm recording this at this fucker's apartment, and he has 2 cats, which are retarded, so... Is there such a thing as, like, a mentally disabled cat?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess that would be hard to tell if a cat was mentally disabled, so... Anyways, are we doing the kill, fuck, marry idea for this episode?
I'm doing whatever you want.
Okay, let's talk about, our favorite racist slur. No, just kidding.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, fair. You know, it is my podcast. I get to make whatever the fuck up I want to make up for this shit.
I'm just here for the ride.
You're here to ride or die, or...
I'm here to make my Fortnite base.
Cutting that out.
Why? If you don't want your fans to know that your brother plays Fortnite?
No. It's just we're focusing on podcasts, not you talking about Fortnite bases.
You just cut out half the shit we talk about in these episodes.
Do you listen to the episode?
I listen to half of them.
I edit these, so I listen to them. So I end up listening to them regardless because I have to edit them. So, happens regardless. I listen to these. And yes, I get to listen back to the stupid shit that we've talked about. And makes me want to contemplate ending this all. Just hit delete.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Imagine if killing yourself was that easy. Just pressing delete.
In the future, it probably will be.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in Futurama that's a thing. Like, there's these things called suicide booths.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, they put one of my favorite jokes is Bender, a robot, he constantly goes to them. And even though he's killing himself, he still, like, does the trick with the quarter on the string.
Yeah.
Where, like, he puts it
that's
in.
Like, the first episode, isn't
yeah, it is. But he's like, nah, I'm such a fucking cheapskate, even though I'm fucking killing myself. I'm not gonna let you have this fucking quarter. Yeah, Futurama is definitely one of my favorite. Have you watched it?
I watched parts of it, not a lot of it.
It's funny, dude. There's
not enough to have any sort of opinion on it.
Yeah, I know.
But
the show is funny. I mean, it's like a less PG. It's a PG-er, like a less raunchy version of Rick and Morty, but still good in my opinion. I mean,
yeah.
There's it does like a clever thing where the show is in the 2000s, and to like get around so they can have like celebrity jokes from the 2000s, they do like a head museum thing where like they preserve.
Yeah, that's like, you're talking all shit that's like in like the first goddamn episode.
I know it is, but see, the problem with that kind of show is it's not really episodic. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like the Family Guy, Simpsons thing where like there's usually never like 2 episodes that coincide within each other.
Planning plots, you can just watch one episode and it usually comes to a conclusion by the end of it.
Yeah.
There's a couple episodes in shows like that are kind of 2-parters, I feel
yeah,
like.
there's definitely.
And the characters definitely develop, and they definitely call back to.
Yeah, I mean, Rick and Morty is kind of half and half with that. It does have like ideas that come back from previous episodes, but at the same time,
Rick and Morty is more so than the other shows you named.
Yeah, but like a lot of it's mainly like the first no, it's not even the first episode. It's only like the last episode that is interconnecting stuff. Well, then you get like the Citadel of Rick stuff, which is a continuation. So I guess that's maybe not the same thing. Which tangents me to thinking about this. I've been watching the Clone Wars, the Star Wars animated series from like the
like 2008.
Yeah, from like 2008.
Well, maybe 2000. I don't know when that released.
It's
Probably around there.
Yeah, it's around that time frame for when that they released that, because it originally aired on Cartoon Network. But the weird thing about that show is that it's aired out of order. Like, there's an episode in season, 3 that takes place in, season 1. Because the Clone Wars is an anthology series, which you know what that means, right?
No.
So it's like, there aren't a lot of continuation of, story arcs in the show itself. It's like, you maybe will get, 3 episodes that center around one plot line, but then it's the plot line is concluded, then moves on to a related with the same characters and stuff like that, but it doesn't, the plot is not the same, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But even with the anthology idea with the show, they still aired a lot of episodes out of order, to where it doesn't even make sense if it's an anthology, because we're introduced to, so I'm using this as an example. In season 3, there's an episode where you start with this group of clones, and they're rookies, and you know their names all intelligently and stuff like that. And then that's in season 3, and that's the beginning of those characters. And then you get an episode in season 1 where one of those clones die. So it would make a lot more sense to put that in front of the other episode, right?
Yeah.
And then there's even episodes that are a prequel to the Clone Wars movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's episodes that are a prequel to the Clone Wars movie. And those ones... those ones are also in season 2 and season 1 still. Eventually the show does get into chronological order. It's still anthology, but the order of events are still the same, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think both ways can work with a TV show. You can have a string of... I guess it depends on what the TV show is, because say if and then you have shows that combine, it's Monster of the Week, but then they also have continuing plot lines at the same, Criminal Minds. Would that count as that? Because each thing they're dealing with a new person that's oh, I'm a maniac who cuts people's dicks off and glues them to my fingers so I can have dicks for fingers. I don't know.
Like Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like Power Rangers.
Every episode's except Power Rangers. Every episode's the same shit. But kind of like Criminal Minds too. They all kind of come to the same conclusion.
But Criminal Minds, at least you have some episodes that link back to each other.
Yeah.
And
well, usually through character development. I feel like
yeah,
usually how they call back to earlier episodes in most shows.
Yeah, I mean, Power Rangers is just exactly Monster of the Week. You start, the monster shows up, and then they cast a spell, give it Viagra, and then it grows gigantic. So then they pull out their Zords, and then they combine the Zords.
Who's the bitch? Rita?
Rita, yeah, Rita Repulsa. I'm Rita Repulsa. Yeah, and if you guys don't know about Power Rangers, this is probably a widely known...
I'm sure everybody listening knows what Power Rangers is.
Yeah, but I'm saying more the context of it's the show that was ripped from Japan and then edited in American footage. Which that's an interesting thing, because in a episode that we recorded before, and I didn't like the results for it. We were talking about kaiju, which is giant monsters and stuff like that, which kind of relates to Power Rangers. You know, they turn into giant mecha and giant monsters that fight each other and shit like that. But the original Godzilla movie, so Godzilla, or it's like Gojira, I think it's pronounced.
I do not think that. Godzilla!
No, it's spelt like Gojira.
It's not going to be spelled.
Okay, well, I don't know how to pronounce it, so pronunciationologists, I apologize if I pronounce this incorrectly. But the pronunciation... okay, so that was the original release of Godzilla in 1954 in Japan. That was released, but then American studios bought the film, and instead of just dubbing it or they
just used the old footage and then shot.
Footage
of the new white American people.
So no, what they ended up doing is they would splice scenes together where they would just edit in this other guy who's a reporter going to Japan. No, not they, and instead of subtitling the characters who speak Japanese, what they will do is they'll play a scene from the original and then have the American white guy there reacting to it with an interpreter, so they can just have the Asian characters say whatever they want them to say, because nobody understands what they're saying. The American viewers don't understand what they're saying, so they can just have them be like, okay, well, here's a scene where this scientist discussed something. We're just gonna have him say... We're going to have him just have this scene play out like this, of him saying this. Then we'll cut to the guy and his interpreter, and then he'll explain what we want to happen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like a cut-up, chopped-together version of the original film. It's called Godzilla King of Monsters, which that was released in 1956, I think, in America. Because, we just can't show multicultural things. We have to just Americanize it for everybody. Or else it's not going to be popular. I mean, you kind of share that opinion because you hate reading subtitles, so...
Yeah. Not a big fan of reading.
Which is fair. It's a visual medium, which I understand.
Yeah, it just takes away from the movie for me. I'm too distracted fucking reading shit the whole time.
I actually watch movies with subtitles even when it's in English. Because there's some dialogue that may have not been, clearly recorded, so I might miss it. So having the ability to read it is nice. But what is the really annoying fucking thing when I watched The Farewell, which I thought that was a really good movie. It's the plot of it is it stars Awkwafina, you know who that is?
The chick from Rick and Morty?
No, okay. What was her name in that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Captain
The
Planet.
Elemental.
Yeah, the Captain Planet. Planet Tina, that was...
Tina.
So Awkwafina, who I think is an Asian she's an Asian actress. That has to do with this. I'm not being racist. The plot of the movie is that she plays a person whose family moved out of Asia and stuff like that, and her grandmother is sick with cancer, but this is a thing that they apparently do over there, is that they don't tell her that she's terminally ill. They don't tell her that, and then she just thinks everything is fine, and it's a really sad and depressing. It's a sad but still fun and heartwarming movie about it, because everybody goes to see her to say goodbye to her and stuff like that. But, like, they need to make up, like, a convoluted thing so she doesn't think that she's ill. It's, like, to keep her spirits up so she's not, like, panicking over, like, I'm gonna die.
She a dead bitch, though.
Yeah, I mean, is that the right thing to do? Like, lie to somebody, but then, like, you would... Or, like, say, like, somebody's dying in your arms. Do you say, yeah, there's no chance for you, you're fucking dead. Goodbye.
Yep.
So instead of, like, Saving Private Ryan when the guy I saw this scene just in my film class because we were watching scenes like this.
Well, when the thing goes in his leg?
Yeah. I haven't seen...
No, I'm looking at Black Hawk Down.
Oh, Black Hawk Down. It's a war, or it's like an overlord when their friend gets shot and they're like, no, we're not gonna let you die and stuff like that. You'll live. And then it's like, sure, I guess keep their hopes up for their last few minutes of their life, but I feel like that would be funnier if you're just like, no, you're fucked. So, we gotta leave you. We gotta get Charlie Brigade before we get these Nazi bastards shooting missiles at us. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave you. So, good luck.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's clearly the right thing to do, man. But then you have, like, stuff where, like, characters leave weapons with them so they can be like, okay, yeah, you can kill you so you can, like, end your life and stuff like that. And it's like, I guess that's good to leave the choice up to them. But, you know, I'm like, that's a resource that you could use. And, like, if you're in a situation where you have limited ammunition, maybe, like, not doing that would be the smarter idea, but I guess I'm not a soldier, so I can't really make judgments on this type of situation, so... It's like in a zombie movie when they're already, like, low on supplies and ammo. They'll be like, here, take this gun, you can shoot yourself so you don't become a zombie. I know. I guess, I don't know, I just thought it was interesting, instead of being like, nah, I need this gun, so you can just turn into a zombie. Which we've talked about zombies before, but we
like
never...
leaving a gun in somebody's hands so they can kill themselves, and
Yeah.
then you leave people...
Yeah, but it's like, what if they need that, like, that, a gun would be extremely helpful, is what I'm saying.
Just leave them with a knife. Or just stab themselves to death.
Or just, you know, just shoot them right there, and then... I mean, wouldn't that just shoot them?
Shoot them and then pick up the gun would probably be the best way.
Yeah.
Then you're wasting bullets.
Yeah, maybe just, like, you know, bash their skull in with a brick, so... I mean, if you were bitten by a zombie, would you like to kill yourself so then you don't become a zombie?
I want to become a zombie, dude.
You want to become a zombie?
What if you have consciousness?
No, see, that's like, isn't that kind of what Warm Bodies did, though? I was gonna say, like, did any, like, zombie film, like, kind of...
Yeah, and that, like, Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
Technically, they kind of, they like, start to act like them previously.
Yeah, because Bob, he evolves and stuff like that, to where he gets, like, smarter, to where he can shoot a gun, I guess, so...
He teaches the one guy how to, like, use his butcher knife to break that plywood, like, gate thing. I like that movie.
Land of the Dead?
Land of the Dead.
We always fucking end up talking about Land of the Dead. Whenever we talk about...
I want to rewatch that, the bus in the fucking mall remake.
Oh, the Dawn of the Dead remake?
Yeah, I want to see that.
I'm pretty sure that takes... I can't say where it takes...
Does it take place in Milwaukee?
Yeah, I think it takes place in Milwaukee.
Yeah. I think that's right.
I just wasn't sure where it took place. So, moving topics, this is always just an interesting question. If you could have a superpower, what would that be?
If I could have a superpower, what would it be?
you could turn invisible and
Invisible
sneak in on...
Invisible would probably be a good one.
But is it like invisibility where you have to be butt-ass naked?
That's funny. Because you kind of have to, like, have the confidence of your body enough to, like...
But also it would be cold. Like, you would get cold. Like,
yeah, true.
Being invisible doesn't sound like the best thing to me. Especially if it's like you have to take off your clothes to do that.
You have to get all the shit, all the robberies you need done in the summertime.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, during the winter you're fucked.
But it's also, like, a problem with, like, invisibility is, like... Wouldn't, like... I feel like people would see, like, you pick up a briefcase and walk it, like...
Yeah.
Because, like, is it invisibility where, like, on the other side of you it's invisible, or, like... Or do you just become transparent,
and
so
you
then...
have control over other things and you can turn them transparent.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be... Is transparent all the way see-throughable?
Yes.
Because translucent is...
Or transparent is like a mirror.
Yeah. Invisibility would be interesting. I feel like having super speed would be cool. Because, like, I always imagine it like that, quick...
True, but, like, I feel like you couldn't really use it. Like, you could, but you couldn't.
What do you mean?
Like, you'd be like an anomaly, like the government would take you.
They could never catch you if you were supersonic speed. How the fuck would the government catch you?
True,
I guess. But it's like, I always like to imagine super speed as that, Quicksilver scene from, X-Men, where, like, everything is slow around you, so you practically, like, freeze time.
Yeah.
But would your perception of that be like that?
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, fair. And, like, if it's like the Flash, where he has, like, his body's, like, metabolism is physically faster, so, like, if he gets, like, shot or, like, stabbed, it'll heal faster because his body just is faster. That would be interesting. I thought you were going to say invisibility because you could walk in on women changing, so...
No. What the fuck?
You're Morty from that episode of Rick and Morty where he gets the invisibility.
Summer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in the girls' locker room.
Yeah. I feel like a boring one is flying. Like, it would be interesting to have...
You'd probably get hit by some shit.
Yeah, it's like... It also would be, like...
Being able to move things with your mind would be cool.
Would you technically be able to make yourself fly in that case, though?
I don't know.
Well, because, like, you could, like, lift up the ground by underneath you and then, like, fly like that. I feel like telekinesis would be interesting, but how hard would you have to, like, focus on what you're doing?
Probably pretty hard.
Yeah, because, like, your mental capabilities, like, when you're... I guess, though, like, it could almost become, like, instinctual, like, blinking or moving my arms. Like, I don't have to think to do this. I've never really seen that, where they, like, actually show, like, the true, like, tangible limits to superpowers. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. What was your question?
I was gonna say, like, they don't actually show, like, the tangible, like, problems that superpowers would come up with. You know what I'm saying? Because, like...
Yeah, we're not gonna explore that.
But I feel like that would be more interesting to me than just... They can do all this shit and no problems with it. Like, I don't know, like... What, like, if you could shoot lightning out of your hands, what's preventing, like, the lightning to conduct and kill you? Like...
Plot convenience.
Plot convenience, yeah, you just Deadpool. Well, that's just bad writing.
That's what most movies are.
Just plot convenience, the rules change on a whim.
Every Marvel movie is. It doesn't take any consideration for logic of...
What do you mean? He builds an arc reactor. What do you mean?
Shut the fuck up.
He has a hole in his chest that he's definitely thought about fucking.
Yeah, Pepper Potts fucks his chest.
I'm pretty sure she, like, in the first Iron Man, doesn't she, like, stick her hand in there to, like, reach out something?
I don't remember.
I think that's a thing, because, like, he needs to, like, replace the magnet or something like that. I don't fucking know. It's been a while since I've watched that first Iron Man movie. I don't know if it holds up. I feel like some Marvel movies hold up. I know you're not the hugest fan of them overall, but you gotta admit some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really care for damn near any of them, but...
I feel like you just don't like action movies that much. Or they have to be, like, grounded like John Wick type action.
Yeah, I don't really care for fairy tale bullshit.
But then you like Starship Troopers.
I like it because it's like a political satire.
I do like the sci-fi elements of that movie. Like, do you like sci-fi or do you not like sci-fi?
I like sci-fi way more than like Avengers is like an unexplainable thing to it. That's just like, oh, we just assume these things happen, but it seems more like logical in sci-fi movies, like Alien, for example. Everything in that like universe makes sense for that universe. I can't comprehend a universe where like superheroes are just like a thing.
But you like Batman.
Because it's more like, once again, that's why I like Dark Knight. It feels more.
I saw. I don't
want to say realistic because they're not realistic, but it just seems more logical.
Yeah, I understand that you like more grounded things than the norm for what your taste is mostly in, which is fine. But I remember this is a slight tangent. I remember I saw like a YouTube video called The Batman, it's like an analyst of the movie The Batman, How to Succeed at Making Seven.
They thought that Batman was a successful version of Seven?
No, it is the movie Seven.
I don't know about that one. But...
Well, you think about it, a killer, the people looking for them.
I don't...
I see it.
They are not on the same level at all. Seven's a way better movie than The Batman.
You didn't like that one that much, surprisingly.
Yeah, not really.
I feel like it was just a bit too long. Like, that was my one problem with the movie.
I didn't really like any of it. I didn't really care for any of the performances, really.
I didn't mind Pattinson as Batman.
He was fine. I'm not saying he was good. He's not as good as Christian Bale.
I don't even think Bale is that good.
I like Bale.
I think Keaton is better than Bale.
We agree to disagree on this one. No sense in arguing it anymore.
Well, I admit Bale is a really good actor. I mean, American Psycho is one of my favorite movies that I've recently watched. So, like, I love Bale. I just don't think his performance in The Dark Knight really causes for anything to be super interesting.
I think he's intriguing.
Yeah. Mr. Wayne, ever since he was a little boy,
I just wanted to fuck your ass.
I just wanted to suck your cock, Mr. Wayne. There's rumours around Bane that he likes to fuck people, and I can't let him fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. I swear to your father that I would fuck you. Have we done this bit before? I don't remember if we've done it on the podcast.
We've talked about Batman's.
Yeah. Well, it's still funny.
Locate landing site.
Oh yeah, the new Jurassic World movie's coming out.
The fucking raptors.
Yeah, that's what got me to think. No, because I also went to go see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent the other day, and I saw a trailer for that. And they're getting they're getting Jeff Goldblum back. They're getting what the fuck is the name of the? I don't remember it. Sam Neill. The Dr. Grant. They're getting that actor back.
Oh, the guy with
The Velociraptor dude from the first movie. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to him? Did he die?
No, he was in Jurassic Park 3.
Was he in the sequel?
He was in Jurassic Park 3.
Not the sequel.
The sequel has Jeff Goldblum in it.
Is the third one when they take that, like, armored bus thing?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, okay.
The third one is where, like...
The kid gets
lost
parasailing?
The kid gets lost on Isla Nislorba, and,
So that's not the actual Jurassic...
So, they explain it in the movies as, like, that Site B, where...
Oh, it's like a raising grounds?
It was like a raising ground that then they moved them to the actual park. There's a major fucking plot hole in the most recent one, other than the new one. It's called Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The plot of that fucking movie is that they have to go save the dinos from the island because there's a volcano there. And they're gonna go extinct again.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
they should go extinct. They almost killed a bunch of fucking people.
They did kill a bunch of fucking people. Like, that's also just my main problem with the film, where I agree with Jeff Goldblum, where he's just like, we need to let them die again. These creatures had their chance, and now you're selling it, you're marketing it. You know, life finds a way. My ass finds a way into your dick. That makes no sense in that context. But no, so you haven't seen Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, have you?
No.
It's fucking trash, but I'm gonna explain to you the fucking, like, the twist of the movie. So,
alright.
This literally makes no fucking sense. So I'm gonna explain the setup for you, and I'm gonna see if you can guess the twist. So the people who are working with Brad Pitt and Bryce Dallas Howard to get
Chris Pratt, you mean?
Who did I say? Brad Pitt?
You said Brad Pitt.
That would be a better movie, but the people who are working with Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt to save the dinos from the volcano island, which I already disagree with. They should just fucking die. Plus, the plot hole that I was going to point out is, what about Isla Nublar, or Isla Sorna? Site B. Doesn't that still fucking exist with all the dinos on it?
But did they ever explain what happened to that island?
No, they never say anything in the movie about it. They just say the one's going to blow up and all the dinos are going to go extinct.
But are they in the same universe, or are
they're same universe. They're same, because in the second movie and the third movie, which Jurassic World does not, neither of Jurassic World or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom mentions the second movie and the third movie. They mention only the first movie, really. But in this new one, I bet they're gonna mention the second and the third, because Dr. Grant and them are coming back, so I don't fucking know. But, so the company that's helping Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, save the dinos is this guy played by James Cromwell, who was, like, he worked with John Hammond to, like, John Hammond being the guy who made the park. He worked with John Hammond to, like, do all this stuff. Like, it's the sequel thing where you bring in this character who was apparently super fucking important, who we never saw before. But he had a falling out with Hammond, and he has a granddaughter and a nurse to watch over her granddaughter because she's old and shit like that. Okay, so So there was a falling out between Hammond and Lockwood, and there's a picture to allude to what the twist is about this granddaughter, where it's a picture of the granddaughter at the same age that she is now, but with the picture with the maid next to her, but younger looking because the maid is older.
Yeah, didn't he make the granddaughter or whatever? Like, the granddaughter was made just like the dinosaurs?
Yes, that's the twist.
Yeah.
And, like, who would guess that from that picture? Like...
Smart people.
Okay, but that's not even the thing that takes the fucking cake about this fucking movie. So, near the end of it, they have all these dinosaurs in a lab, and there's, like, poisonous gas being dumped into this lab, and they're like... And Bryce Dallas Howard walks up and is like, I gotta let them go. And then Owen Grady, Chris Pratt is like, listen, if you press that button, there's no going back from this. And she ends up not pushing it. And then they start to watch the dinos all, like, suffocate from toxic gas. Then the fucking clone girl presses the button and lets the dinosaurs go and rampage throughout the fucking world.
But yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, okay. And then her excuse is, they're alive, like me. So, yeah, they're gonna also go kill a bunch of people
like Blade Runner.
Who are alive, like you. Like
characters in Blade Runner were alive in the Jurassic World universe. The replicants. She's a replicant.
She's replicant! Shit.
We need to get Blade Runner in here to fucking...
Yeah, we need to get... Well,
Harrison Ford.
Harrison... I was about to say Harrison Ford, yeah, man. But no, yeah, like, the problem with that excuse is that they're also gonna kill a lot of people who are, you know, alive. Like you. It's like... And it just reuses the same plot ideas. Like, there's big bad mercenaries selling the dinosaurs so they can make money. And then there's the fucking issue that I have, and a lot of people have pointed this out, that they sell an ankylosaur, which is pretty much a living tank, for about $1 million.
Like, you think it would be...
A living fucking dinosaur would cost way more than $1 million.
It'd be like in the billions.
Yeah, it's like... and then this, like, new genetically made...
It wouldn't cost the same amount as a Ferrari.
Yeah. But it's like... It bothers me that a dinosaur costs $1 million. And then it's like this new N-word raptor, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's like this version of the Indominus Rex that's way less intimidating. It's just a smaller Indominus Rex, so it's really fucking more cool. Yeah, definitely. It goes for like $17 million. It's like, I don't... like, dinosaurs would not go for that much.
Yeah, they go for like billions.
And then the evil bad guy's like, yes, I made money. Yeah, definitely. And it's like, how much was this operation to set up? That probably took more to fucking set up this entire auction than it was to... Fucking God, it pisses me off. And then there's a scene... Do you remember the scene where, like, the old guy, like, figures out that his apprentice, I want to say, like, is the one doing all this shenanigans with the dinosaurs? He's like, I want you to pick up the phone and call the police to turn yourself in. And it's like, how fucking stupid are you? Because the guy just ends up suffocating the old guy with a pillow. Because he's, like, bedridden, so he can't do shit to save himself.
Yeah, like, you think he's gonna listen to you?
Listen, I want you to call... It's like, you see a guy murder somebody. Okay, mister, you gotta turn yourself in. I'm gonna...
You've been a naughty boy.
You've been a naughty boy. I'm gonna get your phone out. You're gonna call the person up. You're gonna call the people up and turn yourself in. Maybe that's what people tried with Hitler.
Yeah, you're gonna call the Allies. Ally power, or whatever the fuck's called.
It's Allies. It's Axis for the... Which... It just bothered... That movie is just so garbage. I didn't even think Jurassic World was very good. It was entertaining. I didn't think it was very good. I don't think any Jurassic Park movie past the first one is good. Is, like, great.
Yeah.
I like the first movie. I made an old review of me and Carter reviewing that. We had problems with it, but I still thought it was a good movie. It's like the sequels just have all just been ass in my opinion. And it's like I understand that Hollywood just makes a bunch of sequels, but they still all suck. Which is like having the technology to be able to bring dead species back to life or clone, practically. Like, I like the idea that they bring in the fact that you could clone people with this technology, practically, because it's using DNA to then remake the copy of the DNA that you took, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like, that's an interesting idea, but they just do it in the most fucking stupid, asinine way ever.
I think you would rather clone humans
Than dinosaurs?
Yeah. You turn them into like slaves.
But then there's like the argument is like, isn't that person's intelligent, so why breed? Like, it's what Blade Runner explores, practically, right?
Yeah.
Where the replicants, they have human traits, but they're pretty much...
Dogs.
Yeah, like, they live shorter, and we only use them for convenience for ourselves. Blade Runner is sci-fi that I like. That's definitely sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi over action any day of the week.
I don't know, but like, if you ask me would I rather watch John Wick or Blade Runner, I'd probably say John Wick.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm more in for like an entertainment factor, I would pick John Wick. But if I wanted like a more like expand my thoughts and make me like think for a bit, then I would pick Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Which I only watched that one time with you. Isn't there like 50 cuts of that, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah.
Because like Ridley Scott makes a bunch of cuts for things. Hey, Frank. Oh. Hey, Frankie. Frankie's Bryce's cat.
Yeah, it's my pussy.
Yeah, it's my pussy. You ever question why we use pussy for both termini? Is there a reason for that? Like, what's the origination of calling
pussy or cat's pussy? Yeah,
like,
what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, what came first, the cat or the pussy? Like,
that would be a way better saying.
what came first, the cat or the pussy? Because it's like Tweety Bird would say, I thought a putty cat.
I thought a pussy. What if she was just talking about a pussy the whole time?
I thought a putty. But I could see like, what if it's like the thing where like a lot of people, like the stereotype is that cats are more like feminine, where dogs are more like dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a stereotype. So maybe that like dudes were like, oh, well, you see, cats are like feminine like people, and we call those things pussy. So maybe we should call a female's vagina a pussy. I don't know, that's an issue. Like, euphemisms, how did people come up with these euphemisms? I can't think of one for penis. Like Johnson? Like, who came up with the idea to call a penis Johnson?
Me.
Yeah? Or was it Samuel Jackson in Hateful Eight?
That was Samuel Jackson in Hateful Eight.
I took my big black pecker and stuck it in his mouth. Why can't I think of any other, like, penis euphemisms other than, like, names? The shaft. Well, I feel like that makes sense to say none, because shaft... What's the definition of shaft? Just a long, hard pole?
Oh, mine shaft?
Yeah, fair. Like, that's like a hole, I thought, though. So maybe a shaft would make sense for a pussy.
Yeah, fuck her in her shaft.
Fuck her right in the shaft. Well, I feel like this podcast, the first one that me and the broski, bro deuteronomy did
Where are we at?
person, we're at like 50 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I feel like we've had a good discussion. I feel like I mentioned that so then I can just close it out easier instead of being like, nope, that's it. This podcast needs to fucking die. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe down below if you think your friends would enjoy this. Share this, I guess. I don't know if you want to share this, but you can. And,
yeah, please don't ever listen to this again. This is actually the last episode.
nope.
We're shutting down his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm getting canceled, so.
Yeah, I'm canceling Montana.
A bunch of white people just decided to be like, nah, I'm canceling
I have a compilation
you,
of Montana saying the N-word that I'm going to be posting up in a couple days.
You don't have access to this channel.
No, not on this channel. On a different channel.
Okay, well.
On Morgan Seaman. That is
Morgan Seaman. I wanted to title that episode Morgan Seaman, but I didn't. Yeah, I called it just Morgan Freeman.
I was playing Jackbox the other day, and that was my username.
Morgan Seaman.
Yeah.
Well, continue these conversations down below in the comments section. If you guys want us to talk about anything, tell us. And, yeah. Would you like to leave any final thoughts, Morgan Seaman?
See you all in hell.
See you all in hell. The Inferno.